Well, it was another Sunday with a lot of football. Hey everyone, I'm Jamie Hughes. Golden State Warriors guard Kent Bazemore, a former ODU Monarch, is the first player to go pro since Cal Bowder over a decade ago. Excitement is building up and fans are entering the Ted Constant Convocation Center as they prepare to watch their ODU Monarchs take on the VCU Rams tonight at 9. We're at ODU and it's the beginning of Christmas break, but as you can see, some of the players are still getting that last-minute workout in. Right now I am with Coach Richardson, who is the assistant basketball coach for the Old Dominion Monarchs. What a game for the Monarchs yesterday. They hosted Coastal Carolina at home. We're going to warm him up by giving him the 1-minute drill. What are some things we can look forward to this season for the Old Dominion Monarchs? What is vital in order for ODU to have a strong presence on the court? A CAA basketball matchup tonight in Williamsburg. It's called the Shoeless Showdown. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, very relaxed, low-key, and you're going to give me answers. Honest answers, though. Cousins sure was able to come in. The rookie steps in, and he was flawless. Today, we had the opportunity to speak to two upcoming seniors. They told us why off-season is so important and how it's so vital for their upcoming season. Now they have one final shot at an FCS championship before making their move to the FBS status. Coach Richardson, I'm going to go ahead and ask you about a former player of yours, Kent Bazemore. You could call it a November hockey tradition, and that tradition has turned into raising money for cancer. We decided to come back to his alma mater today to speak with one of his former coaches. Today, the Redskins were treading slightly behind the Ravens. Then in a 13-yard scramble, RG3 sprains his right knee. He left the field for one play, then came back in for 4 more, but he was literally hopping around the field. RG3 says he knows the difference between a sprain and an ACL injury and will remain hopeful for his MRI results.
Like I said, I know what ACL feels like, so if I felt that, I'd probably be pretty nervous. But, we won the game. Everybody's praying for me. I feel pretty good right now about the whole situation. So, I'm not too nervous, but I'll definitely be praying during the MRI.
Right now, the Redskins staff are calling it a sprained right knee. Griffin tore his ACL in the same knee back at Baylor in 2009. Now to the fun questions. Favorite holiday?
Has to be Christmas. I know Ben said that, but it has to be.
Okay, favorite holiday is Christmas. What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
It's the gifts. And the food. The food's amazing at Christmas time. Parents always make the best food.
What's your favorite food? Like you eat so much of it that it totally puts you to sleep.
Lasagna. Lasagna's so good.
I didn't even know people ate lasagna on Christmas. I thought it was like turkey and ham.
No, lasagna.
Okay, and so besides the food and Christmas is your favorite holiday, what's your favorite show to watch?
Workaholics.
Haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's really funny.
Obviously, it's the end of the first semester session, so what is going to be important for the players to make sure that they take advantage of having not necessarily the time off from basketball, but those time off from classes?
Biggest thing is getting in the weight room, keeping up the strength gains they made in preseason as well as in season. Make sure you don't get too much weight gain from those holiday cookies and those meals. But stay in the gym, stay crisp, and keep pushing through the season, and trying to build strength as well as skill throughout the year.
And what a game for the Monarchs. Yesterday they hosted Coastal Carolina at home. And it was a good win for the Monarchs. They broke several records with a few career highs. Taylor Heineke broke the single-game NCAA FCS playoff record for total offensive yards. Heineke had 543 yards against Coastal Carolina. Heineke also tied the record for the single-game NCAA FCS playoff record for touchdown passes. He threw for 6 touchdown passes, tying with Mike Smith in 1987 and Clemente Gordon in 1989. 3 of those touchdown passes were to Larry Pinkert, who also had a career high. Pinkert had 500 receiving yards. Alex Arian set another career high with 2.5 sacks against Coastal. ODU beats Coastal Carolina, final score 63-35. And after their victory yesterday, ODU will spend the last week of the semester preparing to play Georgia Southern. This year, ODU is averaging 106 rushing yards per game. Georgia Southern with an average of 228 yards. ODU also leading and averaging 210 passing yards per game, while Georgia Southern averages at 23 passing yards. Last year, the Monarchs lost to Georgia Southern by 1 touchdown. Georgia ranked number 5, record is 9-3. This year, ODU ranked number 4. The Monarchs' record is 11-0, the most win the school has had in its history. ODU will host Georgia Southern at home next Saturday, December 8th. Tickets for next week's game go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Game time is set for noon. A CAA basketball matchup tonight in Williamsburg. It's called the Shoeless Showdown. Conference play today starts for Old Dominion, while Tony Shaver and his Tribe team are going to try and bounce back after a double overtime loss to Richmond. If you're headed to the game at Kaplan Arena, bring one new pair of shoes and you'll get a free ticket to the game. Both head coach Tony Shaver and Blaine Taylor will be going barefoot to show their support. All the shoes donated will go to Williamsburg Salvation Army. Coach Shaver says that the stomp of his will be off a little bit and it'll be a little tough without the shoes.
May hurt my stomp a little bit. I'm famous for that, but I'm going to have to be smart on that particular night.
The shoeless showdown. Well, I don't know if anybody wants to see my toes. You know, I think everybody comes up with different promotional things, different charity things, and that's a really good cause.
Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock at Kaplan Arena. New coach and a new team, and the Virginia Tech Hokies basketball team continues to roll. Virginia Tech hosting Oklahoma State this afternoon in Blacksburg. Virginia Tech down by 5 in the first half. Eric Green played great today, though. He drills the three-pointer for the 4-point play. 28 points today for Green. The Hokies were picked to finish 10th in the ACC and are now off to their best start in 30 years. Tech wins by 10. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm Jamie Hughes with the Sports Wrap. Have a good night.